Hello, everybody. This is Eric from Team Interstellar. We just got back from YCS Raleigh, and we're here with Vice President Jake. So tell us what you did.
So did some regional flights while I was at the YCS. Took first place in my last one of the day, and we're going to go over the deck list that got it.
Absolutely. Let's check it out.
All right. So we were playing Voiceless Voice. One of the big things, of course, we were on 2 Skull Guardian. Obviously, it's the House of the Cards, the Omni Negate, big attack monster. Tough monster out. Then 3 low. Of course, it's just the deck. It's the heart of the deck. It gets you the rest of your cards. Pays full cost for any light ritual monster. And then 3 Saphira. These are like your normal ratios. This will get you any light ritual monster plus your spell engrave. And then to round it out, we played 2 dragon. It's just good interruption. It's like a solemn strike on legs. Also helps with targeting protection. And then 1 Ceravis. This card, any more than 1 always feels really bad. It's just a big brick if you draw it. Otherwise, it's great interruption and great combo utility. Then we played 3 Diviner, 1 Trius. I wasn't on the branded package. I just felt like this was a lot better. It just felt way better to play more hand traps over branded.
For sure.
This, of course, always gets you to low. That's like the main engine for the deck. The rest is all going to be like hand traps in the monster slots. So I was on 3 Droll, 3 Ash, 3 Nib, 3 Bell. These just felt like the right options to have. This card, Droll, is just like a card that people forgot about, and it houses a lot of decks. And then having Bell in the main is really good. My favorite thing to do in this format is the Bella Wanted when you know you're in a position to win the game.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's the card that'll start everything, and you just tell them no.
So you chose not to play Valor?
It was good. It just didn't come up as much, especially like Fire King Snake being way more popular now.
Yeah.
Just with Pure Snake losing its negates, I feel like a lot of players are going to default to Fire King, and Valor's not going to resolve. For the spells, we played 2 of the Ritual. I always feel like I should bump this to 3, but 2 is just objectively correct. 3 of the Continuous. It's, again, the targeting protection, but one of the best cards in the deck, in my opinion. And then for consistency, we played 3 Pre-Prep. I didn't play any like Pots or Small World. I just didn't like them. I'm playing Droll. I didn't want to lose to Droll. And then this card right here, Talents, is crazy. I think people just forget that that card exists because I haven't seen a lot of lists with it. And Talents can come up huge. It'll either let you look into a hand to kind of get knowledge for what you're trying to do, or just remove a problem from the board entirely.
Yeah.
We played 1 Called By, just in case. You love to see Called By when people have cards like Scarecrow Arrival and are trying to combo on you in a deck that's not real.
Nice.
And then we played for the traps. We, of course, played 1 Radiance. I think this is the best card in Voiceless. It's super slept on. Starting your turn with low, summoning that when you have a Ceravis in hand to stop the targeting effect is crazy, because then you're just getting continuous on their turn without having to commit to like a Dynamundo, which is huge. And then, of course, played 3 Imperm.
Yeah.
If you need some sort of effect negation, I think Imperm's better because it doesn't trigger Talents. That's really it for the main deck. It was 43 cards.
43.
Because we added Imperm last second that night, and it ended up coming up very, very, very much.
Yes. So real quick, how does the main deck change? Since Raleigh was considered kind of like a dead format, and the new set comes out in a week, this Friday.
In my opinion, you just add the new continuous spell.
Yep.
The ritual is really good if you're trying to fix your hand, but I don't think it's better than leaving a ritual in hand than ritual summoning on your opponent's turn. I just think this card's crazy. It also recycles the trap if you use it, so you can add back from Grave or Banish, which makes your resource engine loop even better. You care less about cards like Shifter or Bestials or Droll or DD Crow. So I think this card's going to be great. It's a great addition to the deck.
Oh, yeah.
We'll go into the side for the events that I ran. It was a little weird. It was something that the president of the team, Pat, and I worked on. A lot of it was like Pat's brainchild. Like, he had a lot to like put into this side deck, so I want to thank him for that. But we were playing 3 Bestials. 3 different names, just so Magnum had more targets besides itself or besides Druid's Worm and Saphira. Baldrake can come up, which is pretty cool as well, especially if you open a lot of Bestials. And then instead of playing Cosmic, I played 2 Lightning Storm and a Feather Duster. I'm less worried about things like Anti-Spell and Summon Limit because they're just not real. So if you see the one of, you see the one of with Anti-Spell. If not, I'm clearing any back row deck and have nothing to say about it. Next the rest of this is all just kind of like spice cards. So to go with like Lightning Storm and Feather Duster, I played 3 evenly. The card's just so good. It's also only good when it resolves, but that's that's like another thing about it. But just being able to tell your opponents to pick a card and that's it is just so crazy. And then going first, we played 3 Judgment. I had a scenario where I talents looked at the hand, saw they had a normal summon, and had to set Judgment because I got rolled, and just hit the normal summon and they passed, and I just won from there. And that's why this card's so crazy. And then this was Spice just because a lot of the new decks that are like popping up in the mirror match, it's crazy. Against Bestial Branded, any fusion deck, it goes hard. We have a couple, we'll call them degenerates who play Dynamorphia that run around, and I figure it's a nice little side tech for them. Something just to take care of anti-meta decks that are really strong. And that's kind of where like the main and side sit. A lot of it from there is just what do you value less. I play so many hand traps because my sideboard, I can change it so frequently into what I need. For the extra, it's pretty common. You play your 2 diviner targets in the extra, and Tiska's River Problem. This can just search a ritual monster if that's what you need. And then we played 1 Chaos Angel. Rarely ever made it, but it being there as a threat is really, really nice. And then 1 Typhon. Yeah, these were just like problem solvers if you ever really needed them or needed to get something going or slow down your opponent. But honestly, sometimes this card feels like if you're making it, you're losing. So it's hard to say. For the link package, 1 Anima, 2 Dynamundo, a Dark, a Lina, IP, SP. These are all kind of common. I think us losing the Baron line and Excel Synchro, we go back to 2 Dyna. And that's just so we have the potential utility for removal, or if you want to be risky and get belled, try to get your continuous spell that way. And then to build off of like the Charmers, we play 1 Celine, so you can make access code big, and then access code plus a 4100 Skull Knights game. Appaloosa for IP plays, and then this card, Goddess, is just really strong to make into boards where they just have big guys who can't be outed. Just make a Goddess with it. Just put up boards, and then you can control the game state from there. And that's really like the meat and potatoes of the whole thing.
Absolutely. Awesome. Any shout outs?
I want to shout out the team, of course. Interstellar. Those are my boys for getting me ready. Our weekly tournaments really help. My coaching team on the team, they've been great, very supportive. Eric, Joey, Sean, and Eddie have been awesome. They're great to coach and help make sure I'm ready for what's coming up. And then I just want to shout out Pat and Will, two of the people who are right side by side me in most everything we do. They're great. They're great support, great testing. They also helped me like really finalize the list over the phone because they couldn't be in Raleigh. So I called Pat to make sure we were ready to go, and the list performed, and I'm super happy with it.
Oh, yeah. It sure did. Awesome. Well, again, congratulations. We'll see everybody at Nats, and this has been Eric with Team Interstellar signing out.